All right, so I'm going to hop right into the crux of this video, right? Because I want to throw my hat into the ring here on should you summon for Dokkan Festival Vegeta, the Extreme INT Dokkan Festival Majin Vegeta, right? So this guy, it looks incredibly busted to me, and we're going to get to that a little bit later. I guess we can go over the unit, maybe go over what his banner could look like, and I want to throw my hat in here because I feel like, oddly, I'm like on an island here. So we'll go ahead and talk about it then. So let's go ahead and go over his leader skill. Of course, we all know he is the first 200% leader skill to come over to the global side of Dokkan. So we know that the 7th year anniversary brought us, the dual Gogetas, right, who have 200% leader skills. Really, really good units, by the way. Best units in the game by far. I don't want to get it twisted here, but this is the first 200% leader that will be coming to global. Majin Buu Saga Vegeta's family plus Gifted Warriors are the categories. So if you belong to the Majin Buu Saga and Gifted Warriors, you'll go ahead and get the buff, or Vegeta's family and Gifted Warriors. So this is a little bit of what the team will look like. Now, one notable exception that's not on here that I don't have is STR Super Vegeta. Of course, he is on the 200% leader skill, the Vegeta's family portion. So you can see some of these hyper mega powerful units that are on this team. Like, imagine like this guy on a 200% leader skill. I think Evolution Blue Vegeta is going to be fucking busted, dude. People are going to remember his name after he gets his 200% leader skill, right? So I just think there's a lot of potential for this team. Even a unit like this guy here, like this Majin Vegeta when he transforms and such, I think he could be really good. This guy, post EZA, is probably going to be busted on that 200% leader skill, right? So there's a lot of really, really nice units over here. Oh, this guy. Maybe this guy can finally find a home, right? Maybe he'll be sitting there, with a lot of defense and, a 9 million attack stat or something on that 200% leader skill. So let's go ahead and check out Majin Buu Saga real quick. So yeah, that was Vegeta's family. Majin Buu Saga, of course, is the other portion of this. Like, you best believe, dude, INT Gotenks and Super Buu, specifically when you get to Super Buu, right? They are going to be ridiculously powerful on that 200% leader skill. Even a unit like Angel Vegeta, right? He's going to be really, really good. A lot of really solid options for this team. I actually think team building could be quite fun. Even this guy, man, 200% leader skill. No one talks about Fizz Gotenks, right? If only he raised defense on Super, people would talk about him a lot more in a better light. So let's go ahead and go back to the unit. So we got a good look at what his teams could look like. Let's go ahead and check out the card, right? So he does raise attack and defense for 1 turn and causes immense damage. Obviously, a pretty standard super attack effect right there, right? That 30% raise in defense always makes units look a little bit better defensively, obviously. So he's got the entrance animation once only, reduces damage received by 30% for the whole battle when there's a character whose name includes Trunks on the team. So, i.e. any Trunks in the game, future Trunks, kid Trunks, adult Trunks, if that ever happens, you know what I mean? So, but the rest of them, attack and defense 180, and an additional attack and defense 50% when performing a super attack, additional defense 50% with 3 or more key spheres obtained, reduces damage received by 20% with 6 or more key spheres obtained. And then this is where he starts to get ridiculously busted, right? Additional attack 88% randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to INT when HP is 88% or less, i.e. in Super Battle Road and the Red Zone is where you want to run this guy. Straight up, dude. I mean, obviously he's going to perform well in like the Legendary Vegeta event or GT Legendary Goku event, Infinite Dragon Ball History. He's going to perform well across the entire game. Just from my preliminary looks at him, he looks to be in the same tier as like Super Saiyan 3 Goku, the tech androids, AGL Ginyu. Like, from what I can tell, right? I have not got my hands on him yet. I do plan on getting my hands on him. So we'll kind of see what happens, I suppose. But of course, he's got this massive active skill, right? Guaranteed crit, mega colossal damage to all enemies, guaranteed stun, and guaranteed crit. And then it's got the INT Kid Goku effect where he gets guaranteed crits for the rest of the turn, right? So this can be activated 6 or more after he gets hit 6 or more times in battle. So obviously you can see he's got, you know, a bunch of good well, I don't want to say good categories. He's on some good categories, but he's got some real weird ones too. He's got some really, really solid stats there. A little low on the attack stat, but I don't think it matters too much, right? Especially when he's getting those guaranteed crits, and that AoE active skill is going to be ridiculous. Obviously, we know the aesthetics of this unit is absolutely just wild and crazy, man. I mean, at a certain point, it comes down to preference, but certainly amongst the top, you know, aesthetics, the top animations in the game. So, a couple of things here. So I kind of want to go over, like, should you summon this unit or should you try for this unit? So a couple of things to keep in mind here. So a couple of caveats to summoning on this banner is, number one, if you're a whale, I mean, you're going to summon, whether I tell you to summon or not, right? So that, just keep that in mind, right? So a whale, someone who purchases stones, maybe you're going to pick up the premium tickets. Your boy plans on picking up the premium tickets for sure. We'll see about stones. Hopefully I don't need any stones. The number 2 caveat is a big one. If the banner straight up sucks, dude, I mean, how could I possibly tell you to summon on it, right? If they decide to pull a real boner and just like put like INT Goku Black, STR Super Boo, you know, STR Ultimate Gohan, you know, some of these really old DFEs that need ECAs or something, like I'm not going to tell you to summon on the banner. It just wouldn't make any sense. But what I would say is, we'll go over what I think the banner could look like as well, but I think that the banner is probably not going to suck. Is probably what I would think. It's probably going to be an 8 featured unit banner, which does in and of itself suck, but I don't think the units on the banner are going to be bad. So the other caveat would be is if you're like really ridiculously low on stones, like you just couldn't resist summoning on AGL Trunks, right? That, I don't want to call him mid, but he's not mid. He's not mid. He's not mid. I don't want to say he's mid, but at 55%, he's mid. I'll take Heart Virus Goku straight up. AGL Trunks. I'll take him straight up. But anyway, so a couple of things. So real quick, I think let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and make a quick cut here. I'll show you what I think the banner could look like. So number 1, I feel like it's pretty much lock, stock, and barrel, right? Like these guys are going to be on it, right? The Goku and Vegeta that fuse into Super Gogeta will assuredly be on this banner if they follow the same format as they have in years past, right? I mean, it just makes sense. They haven't been on a banner in a long-ass time, right? The Tanabata unit from 2021, right? So I think this unit will be on the banner, and I think this unit is going to be on the banner, right? So STR Super Vegeta, for a pretty substantial amount of time in gacha years, right? Not years, but in gacha time, he was like the best TUR in the game. He's just straight up guaranteed crits, like guaranteed stuns. This guy, remember, will be on the 200% leader skill. It just seems written in the stars, dude. Like, how do you not put this guy on the banner? He's probably going to be on both sides, on JP and Global. So I think this guy would easily be on the banner. Now, I'm not going to slap a flex guarantee on this, but I think Kale and Caulifla could potentially make their return on this banner, and that would sweeten the pot a lot, I think, for a lot of people. People got blindsided by this unit because we were completely expecting Super Vegeta, right? And instead we got Kale and Caulifla, right? So, or did they immediately follow Super Vegeta? I forget, right? But we got completely blindsided thinking we'd have kind of like a down month. And then they just dropped Kale and Caulifla. Yeah, they dropped them before Super Vegeta, if I'm not mistaken. But again, another unit that is like straight up, they're useful in the red zone, right? That mid-battle heal is proving to be a very, very good ability from some of these units. Now, that is one thing that Majin Vegeta does not have. But you guys know, like, if he's getting his 6 orbs, he's got 50% damage reduction, assuming you're running a Trunks on the team with you. I don't think it's going to matter a whole lot. I think another kind of shoe-in on this banner is INT Broly. Again, another unit that is definitely viable in the Ultimate Red Zone over there on the JP side that they got. That is like the absolute toughest event Dokkan has ever had. Short of maybe OG Super Battle Road, when there like weren't even enough extreme tech units to take on the extreme tech stage, right? So this guy, again, he's got a bomb-ass leader skill. I know it's not full 170, but that planetary destruction team is so awesome. I mean, remember, not every single event is the red zone, right? So that is something to keep in mind. Like, I do understand that is the toughest event. Those really are the units you want to summon for. And guess what? This guy is one of them, right? Imagine when we get a movie boss's 200% leader. You know what I mean? I would definitely say there's a very good chance in 2022 we're getting a 200% movie boss's leader. You know, whether they want to drop another Broly, you know, a Janemba. I mean, you name it. Like, you could any number of movie bosses, right? You could drop it. Maybe the maybe Fizz Broly will get his EZA. Maybe they'll bump him up to a 180. Probably that's going to be for DFE LRs, but we'll kind of see how that goes. But this guy's going to be on the banner. Unfortunately, this guy will be on the banner. I'm going to just leave that there. For some reason, they won't load, but we know that this STR Trunks and Goten will be on the banner as well, who I think is... I mean, they're not like the greatest unit. They're not the greatest thing since sliced bread or anything, but I think certainly they are a capable unit. Yeah, are you running them in the red zone? No, you're not running them in the red zone. But again, there are other events in the game than the red zone, right? So certainly they'll be useful in other events. You know, if they can get their dodges off and stuff, they can be pretty good. Like, they can hit some pretty good numbers. So real quick, I'm going to go back to the Majin Vegeta screen. We're going to kind of finish up this video. So the bottom line, should you summon on this banner? I think, again, I feel as though I'm on an island here, but I say, man, go for it. You should easily go for it. Why not? Dude, again, keeping those few caveats in mind, like, we've gone over the banner. The banner, for me, is an incredible value, right? I mean, like, yeah, I've got Imp Broly rainbowed. I've got, like, AGL Bardock rainbowed. Whatever other trash 8th unit they're going to throw on there, I probably have them rainbowed as well. So, you know, so it's going to be a good value banner. Again, I think most people probably don't have Imp Broly rainbowed. I think most people don't have Tech Gogeta rainbowed, nor Tech Kefla, right? I mean, I just think that's, you know, again, it's going to be a good value banner for a lot of folks. So the animations, of course, on point. As I said, probably, I mean, if you're a Majin Vegeta fan, you're probably like, you know, you're jizzing in your pants, right? Trying to get this unit. So I refuse to accept this notion that this unit is too powerful to summon for. Like, oh yeah, like, think how dumb, I'm sorry, but like, think how dumb that sounds, man. Oh, the unit's too powerful, I'm not going to summon for them. What? When have you, were you not summoning for Super Vegeta? Were you not summoning for the 6th year LRs? Like, what are we doing here? The unit is too powerful to summon for? Yeah, I mean, the unit is going to dominate every single event in the game. That's the point, dude. Why else are you summoning for cards? They're going to dominate in every event. And when the ultimate red zone comes around, guess what? You're going to be ready. I'm telling you guys, you watch this guy. You watch INT Majin Vegeta. You watch him tank super attacks from the hardest enemies in the game. You watch him do it. And if he doesn't, I'll be the first one to tell you that he's subpar, and I'll tell you I made a mistake. But you watch, dude, that 50% damage reduction, if you can get it. God damn, dude, just watch him go. He's going to fodderize some of these bosses, dude. I'm telling you. I mean, Super Battle Road. I mean, Extreme Super Battle Road. I mean, yeah, at a certain point in the game, like, if you summon enough on this game, a lot of this is just for collector's value, or if you're a content creator or things of that nature. So, like, yeah, probably not everyone, like, he's not a must-have, but are you going to be mad or sad if you pull this guy? Hell no. Are you going to be mad or sad if you pull Tech Gogeta? Of course not. Super Vegeta? No. Tech Kefla? No, you're not going to be mad if you pull those guys, right? I mean, geez, oh, Pete. And remember, defensive units always tend to age well. Every last one of them. Look at Tech Ultimate Gohan, man. He's well over a year old. He's pushing 2 years old. And he's, like, still relevant, right? Because he's got that guard. He's got his, you know, greatly stacking defense. You know, these units that are highly defensive. The game has a tougher time aging those units out, right? Because it's so easy, like with all these monster support units, the link leveling update, it's so easy for so many of these units to get just like these crazy attack stats. You know, I mean, we're seeing it more and more often. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 million attack stats, dude, just at will for some of these LRs and even TURs, right? So, I mean, you want to know, you will not regret summoning for this guy. And if you do, I mean, you can come and comment on this video. You can come and dislike the video. Fine. Go ahead and do it. You want to know who you probably regret summoning for? AGL Trunks. Unless you got ridiculously lucky and you pulled dupes of him. As I said in the beginning of this video, dude, I'll take Heart Virus Goku 55% straight up over AGL Trunks 55%. I'll straight up. I'll give you that trade. So, yeah, I mean, if you want to save for the anniversary, that's fine. You know what I mean? That's fine. If you want to save, who could blame you, right? Those units are better than Majin Vegeta. I'm not trying to say Majin Vegeta is the best unit in the game or anything, man, but you will not be mad if you pull this guy, right? You know, I don't think there's going to be discounts. There could be. We know about the premium ticket, like the Pilaf Strove ticket. So I don't know, man. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Also, another thing to keep in mind, I didn't mention when we were talking about INT Broly, but INT Broly did not return for over 300 days. Dude, he did not return for 10 months over on the global side of the game. So he didn't return. So he came back, was it just in January he came back? Yeah, because March 18th. Yeah, I mean, it was almost a full year, dude, before Broly returned. So if you want to skip Vegeta, fine, but you know, don't plan on getting him until sometime in 2023. You know, I mean, straight up. So I don't know, man. Like I said, let me know what you think in the comments below. They're going to give out, you know, a pretty good amount of stones for the anniversary. I'm definitely one who does kind of believe in the notion, like, when in doubt, kind of save your stones. Like, if you're unsure, save your stones. But I don't know, man. I say summon away. I'm going to just shut up right now. Slap a like on this video or slap a dislike if you disagree. Let me know in the comments below what you think, and I'll catch all of you in the next one. Later.